Hello students, myself Maitri Dave and today we are going to discuss about lintels. So let us begin our today's lecture first. So let me give you first the introduction about lintel. So a lintel is a horizontal member which is placed across the opening to support the loads of the portion of the wall situated above the opening. Here you can see the lintel portion in this image. The function of a lintel is just the same as that of an arch or a beam. However, the lintels are easy and simple in construction. For an arch, special formwork is required, right? The ends of lintels are built into the masonry and thus the load carried by the lintels is transferred to the masonry in the jambs. At present, the lintels of RCC are widely used to span the opening of doors, windows in a structure. The bearing of a lintel, it means the distance up to which it is inserted in the supporting wall should be minimum of the following. It should be of 10 centimeter, height of the lintel, and we can say 1/10 or the 1/12 of the span of the lintel. From any of three, whatever the minimum value we get, we have to take this, right? So that is how this is the introduction of lintel. Now let us move to the classification of lintels. So here different types of lintels are there. First is the timber lintels, then the stone lintels, then the brick lintels, steel lintels, and lastly the reinforced concrete lintels. So let us start with the first one, which is timber lintels, right? So the timber lintels are oldest type of lintels, though they are not commonly used nowadays except in hilly areas. So timber lintels are relatively costlier, structurally weak and vulnerable to the fire. They are also liable to decay if not properly ventilated, right? Here you can see image 1 which is of simple lintel and image B which is of built up lintel. So when I talk about the image 1 figure A, which shows a wooden lintel provided over the full width of the wall by jointing together three timber pieces with the help of steel bolts. While I talk about the figure 2 which is the built up lintel, which shows wooden lintel for a wider wall, right? So the lintel is composed of two wooden pieces kept at a distance with the help of wooden distance pieces. Sometimes timber lintels are strengthened by the provision of mild steel plates at their top and bottom. Such lintels are called the flinged lintels, right? Here you can see a clear image of lintel above the door. Now let us move to the second type, which is the stone lintels. So when I talk about the stone, that stone lintels are the most common type, especially where stone is abundantly available, right? It means easily or excessively available. A stone lintel consists of a simple stone slab of greater thickness. It can also be provided over opening in brick walls. Braced stone lintels are good architectural appearance and the stone lintels may be used in the form of either one piece or more than one piece along the width of the wall. The depth of stone lintel is kept equal to 10 cm per meter of span with minimum of 15 cm. They are used up to span of 2 meter. For wider spans, stone slabs are kept on the edge. So stone is very weak in the tension. Also it cracks if subjected to vibratory loads. Hence, stone lintel should be used with caution where shock waves are quite common. Here you can see the concept of stone lintel or the construction of stone lintel from this image, right? Now let us move to the third type, which is brick lintels. So here we are going to use brick as a material for construction of the lintels. So brick lintels are not structurally strong and they are used only when the opening is small, less than 1 meter and loads are light, right? Because brick doesn't have that much capacity of load bearing. Now, when I talk about a brick lintel, it consists of a brick placed on and or the edge as shown in this figure. A better way of forming brick lintel is as shown in figure. and the depth of brick lintel varies from 10 to 20 centimeter depending upon the span. It is constructed over temporary wooden centering, and the bricks with the frogs are more suitable for the construction of lintel since the frogs, when filled with the mortar from joggles, which increases the shear resistance of end joints, and such lintel is known as the joggle brick lintel. Here you can see image where bricks are laid for construction of the lintel portion. Now when I talk about the span which is more or the loads which are heavy, lintels may be made of reinforced brickwork. So the depth of such lintel is kept equal to 10 centimeter or in the multiples of the 10 centimeter. Sometimes a 15 centimeter thick brick lintel may be obtained by using 5 centimeter thick tiles in conjunction with 10 centimeter brick, right? So here the thickness is 10 centimeter. So alternatively the bricks can be placed on the edges. So bricks are so arranged that 2 to 3 centimeter wide space is left lengthwise between the adjacent bricks for the insertion of the reinforcement. It means the mild steel bars. The gap or the joint is filled with the 1 Gem 3 cement mortar concept, where the vertical shear stirrups of 6 mm diameter wire is provided in every third vertical joint as shown in this figure. And when I talk about the main reinforcement, it is provided at the bottom of the lintel, which consists of 8 to 10 mm diameter bars which are cranked up at the ends. So you can have the idea of these reinforced brick lintels from this image. Now let us move to the next type, which is steel lintels. So here the simple concept is that when we use steel as a material for providing the lintels. So steel lintels are provided where the opening is large and where the superimposed loads are also heavy. So it consists of rolled steel joist or channel section, either used singly or combination of 2 or 3 units. When used singly, the steel joist is either embedded in the concrete or cladded with the stone facing so as increase its width to match with the width of the wall. When more than one units are placed side by side, they are kept in position by tube separators. Here you can see a clear image of the steel lintels. Now let us move to the fifth one, which is reinforced concrete lintels. So reinforced cement concrete lintels have replaced practically all other types of lintels because of their strength, rigidity, fire resistance, economy and ease in construction. This can be used on any span. Its width is kept equal to the width of the wall and the depth of RCC lintel and the reinforcement depends upon the span and the magnitude of the loading. So longitudinal reinforcement consists of the mild steel bars which are provided near the bottom of the lintel to take up the tensile stresses, and half these bars are however cranked up near the ends. Even the shear stirrups are provided to resist the transverse shears. So here we can say RCC lintels are also available as precast unit. For cast in situ units, which are quite common, formwork is required for construction. So here you can see the RCC lintels as shown in this figure. Now let me give you idea about the RCC boot lintels. So generally these are provided over cavity walls. Such a lintel gives better appearance and reduces quantity of concrete. However, the toe section of the boot lintel should be strong enough to sustain the loads. And the flexible damp-proof course is provided above the lintel as shown in this figure. This is the concept of RCC boot lintels. With this, we have completed the classification of lintels. Also, we understand the introduction of lintels. I hope you understand all the topics in detail in today's lecture. Thank you for watching. See you soon in the next lecture.